quest to find out whether or not Salvador Dali is a madman or a genius. On this bright day in June in the year 1960, I speak to him to find out how sane or otherwise he may be.
Down in London town to go-go. Oh, with the record selection and the mirror's reflection, I'm a dancing with myself.
My name is Galwa, and my husband, the man you're supposed to be interviewing, is not here, but if you let me tell you a little bit about him, you'll probably understand why that is. Okay. Why don't you tell the camera who your husband is? At the moment, he's Salvador Dali. But I don't know how long that little relationship's going to last, what with him running off and things.
I hope you're being candid.
I am. I love the man. He's so delightfully odd. I have to be with someone who makes me feel normal, you know? Salvador does that. His little quirks outshine my own. We met when he was publicizing his movie, Cheyn in Paris. Someone introduced Salvador to the man I was married to at the time, Paul Boulevard. We had a daughter, Cecile. So Paul met Salvador, who invited us both to dinner. It was love at first sight for both of us. I remember Salvador giggling like a madman to other people, but when he was talking to me, he was simply jovial and calm. I dealt with falling in love by divorcing Paul at once and marrying Salvador.
So, would you say Dali is a genius or insane, as the public seems to argue over?
Oh, both, easily. He's a breathtaking painter. He has these fits over the most minute details of his paintings, and he knows exactly what he's doing when he begins. On the other hand, Salvador is terrified of the female body. I've been able to cure him of that myself, but I'm the only one. He refuses to paint anything in the style of the rest of the artists today. He's also very much a hypochondriac. He's got an extreme aversion to blushing, being a father, and travel. He's also absolutely terrified of grasshoppers. I think all of his issues tie into his father in one way or another. See, his father left graphic books describing the risks of venereal diseases lying about. It made him terrified of other people and their bodies. People think that because he's so flamboyant that the media's perception of him doesn't matter, but it does. He works so hard to capture what he thinks the media defines as Dali. He'll always be Dali, but he's also always a performer. In the spotlight, he's Dali the character. At home, he's Salvador the man.
What do you think about the recent scandal with his secret male lover?
His secret lover? I know and love the boy. Nicholas is a darling. Salvador is part of the scandal because he's a man, but Nicholas and I are as close as Dali and he are.
Okay, so, where's Dali?
Oh, speak the devil, here he comes. Dali, dear, go over here.
God. It's your friend, Maria's daughter? She's a nice face. Would look better on me. Of course. It wouldn't match with my mustache. Her face is too fat.
Oh, Dali, nice to meet you too. Yeah, I'm the interviewer in question.
Oh, are you from the FBI? Or the CIA? I don't want to be on that camera.
I'm not from any of those. I'm making a movie for school.
Oh, really? Well, then let me educate you, you silly little girl. Babies are made when a man and a woman love each other very much and decide they want to make copies of themselves to run around and wreak havoc all over the world.
Where babies come from. Actually, I wanted to ask you about your alleged lover.
Which one?
The one in the news. Nicholas.
Which Nicholas? Which news?
The one on NBC that claimed you were his husband on weekends.
Oh, that one! Nicholas is a dear. You should talk to him. I'll go get him.
Oh, do!
No, please don't. Okay.
Hello.
Nicholas, where were you just now?
I was walking my ocelot. Dog. And then Dali found me and he took my dog, and he handed it to my little sister, and he said we have important thing to discuss.
Did he now? Okay. I wasn't expecting to talk to you, but how'd you come to know Dali?
I met him at an art show he was putting on. I tell him I like your artwork, your painting, and he invited me to dinner. And then he and me and Gala, we became, friends.
Okay, Dali, you said you had a critic friend that could talk to me.
I did. I left her over by the bar. Oh, go get her! Nicholas, come with me. You need to walk the awesome dog.
Hurry back!
So, you are an art critic, but you're also a friend of Dali's?
Yes, I am. And you are?
I'm the interviewer. I'm doing a project for a class.
How is it you came to know Dali?
Like I said, I'm the interviewer. But I know him because my mother went to school with him. He agreed to do the interview, and I'm quite close to Gala anyway.
Yes. Everyone is close to Gala.
Anyway, what's your opinion of Dali's artwork?
It's absolutely atrocious. I hate it.
Well, really, I thought since you were his friend, you'd enjoy his passion.
I enjoy nothing that is not spectacular. And Dali is not spectacular.
I'd like to interject. I am too spectacular. We have an argument almost daily.
Dali is not spectacular because he tries to be. The only spectacular art is that which artists by some inane sense of beauty.
But some would argue that Dali is spectacular because he has done things no one can or will ever reproduce, and that he's created a movement all his own.
What Dali has done is the most random and offending thing he can think of, and add melting clocks or faces to them. Do you enjoy his paintings?
Yes, very much so. I think he's a mad genius, actually.
Of course you would. You haven't seen art more than what you go to your pretty little museums to look at. Even then you don't know what you're seeing.
Dali, you're friends with this woman?
Oh yes, she's a great friend. I love having arguments with her. To this day, she has never stopped. I've had to give up.
It's so beautiful. Dali has not one completely original painting. Every one of them are bastardizations of some controversial subject. Dali is no genius. Dali is mad.
The only difference between me and a madman is that I am not mad.
I fear I must leave your lukewarm company and go attend a museum opening. So sorry to have to cut this short.
It's okay. I don't know that I could use any of your material anyway.
Have fun, darling.
Well, Mr. Dali, I think I have everything I need. Thank you so much for letting me interview you. I'll send your mother my regards.
Tell her I think she's relatively boring, but I love her nonetheless. Will you, dear?
You have it, class. Salvador Dali, crazy or genius? I'm beginning to think that the word "or" should not be included in that question. I think "and" would fit better. We all know his paintings to be something quite otherworldly, but we also see here that he is quite insane. Crazy and genius would be more like it, I think. Salvador Dali is and will always be a revolutionary. Whether or not he's crazy too, well,